So I wanted to offer you, for the writers in the crowd, if I could offer some writing tips, and for those of you who aren't interested in writing, you must at least be a little interested or you wouldn't be here, so hopefully this won't bore you. But one book that I find to be really valuable is called Reading Like a Writer by Francine Prose. And it just is wonderful at getting into the nuances. And she basically studies the masters and break down dialogue and all that. And I think for a reader or a writer, it's really valuable. And in general, when it comes to trying to write fiction, I just think you should, especially if you're going to try to write book-length fiction, you really need to write about subjects that fascinate you, because writing what you know can get boring in a hurry. And if you need to do multiple drafts of something, it really helps for it to get richer as you go. And don't edit yourself in a bad mood, or all of a sudden you get rid of everything. And also, just as far as that, there's a real fundamental element that people often don't realize about, that many of your favorite authors and books, had to go through hell to get published in the first place. And there's the flip side stories. There's people that instantly hit it, but more often it's kind of a perseverance deal. And so I wanted to give these examples. Dubliners by James Joyce was rejected by 22 publishers. Dune by Frank Herbert, rejected 23 times. Carrie by Stephen King, 30 rejections. Gone with the Wind, 38 rejections by Margaret Mitchell. And Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance by Robert Persing, rejected 121 times. And then this one's my favorite. Is there was a disgruntled unpublished novelist in England who got so exasperated with his work getting turned down that he came up with the brilliant idea of copying the opening chapters of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice and just changing the names of the characters and changed the title, and sent it around to 18 publishers in England, and got 17 form letter rejections back, and got the only person that had anything to say was an editor who commented that it was a very original. Very original. The material was very original. Yeah. And also, just on the subject of writing again, is that one of the beauties about writing is that it's ageless as to when you can pull it off. That if you think you're too young, then read Carson McCullers' The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. She was 22 when she wrote that. Or if you're too old, read Blindness by Jose Saramago, which is just amazing. He wrote it when he was 75.